Yeah, so we have our activity number 16. We have 2 stationary points, and then we have 3 distinct roots of x. So 3 different values of x. They're not the same. x1, x2, and x3, they're not the same. So we are supposed to, first, number 1, we're supposed to determine the coordinates of the y-intercept. By now we know how to get the y-intercept. Okay? We put 0, we put 0, we put 0, and then we're left with what? 0 is to what? Is to 14. And then they'll give us 1 mark for that. Okay? Number 2, they will say, calculate the coordinates of the x-intercepts. So I will say, let's do number 2 this way. Number 2, we go to our calculator. And then we say we have mode. And then on mode, we go to table. And then we type this thing. It says alpha x shift cubed minus 8 alpha x squared plus 5 alpha x plus 14 equals 2. And then they will ask us, where do you want to start? We can start somewhere around minus 3. It's fine. Minus 3. And then we can end somewhere there at 5. It's fine. And then step, we're going to leave it as 1 again. And then we go to replay. On replay, we go here and we check on f of x. You see f of x here? We're going to check where f of x is equal to 0. F of x is 0. Minus 1. So it means our x1 is going to be minus 1. That's the first one. And then we go to the next one. X is equal to 2. X is going to be equal to 2. That's number 2. And then let's check if we can get another one. We don't have another one. Yeah, 7. It's 7. It's fine. We need now. We need 2. From there onwards, we can inspect. Now, if you didn't get any value which is giving you 0 here, Jane, you can change your step. Instead of making your step to be 1, you can change it to be 1 all over 2. Like something like this. The only thing that you have to do is say something like this. So you go to AC, and then you go equals to. And then you just change your step, and then you make it to be 0.5. Yeah? And then just make sure with your calculator has enough memory. So here you have open bracket, open bracket, open bracket. Okay? Then the first one that you're going to have x plus 1. Agree it's x is equal to minus 1. The next one that you're going to have is x minus 2. Everyone is happy there. Okay? Now the last one, this value, we are going to say to them, we want this value multiplied by this one, multiplied by this one, and then they're going to give us x cubed. What should I write here? I'm supposed to write x, okay? So it's going to be x multiplied by x multiplied by x is going to give us what? X cubed. Okay, next one. So we're going to say we have 1 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by this value here. They're supposed to give us 14. It's minus 7, okay? Therefore, it means our x is going to be equal to what? To 7. This is going to be equal to 0. And then they will give us 1, 2, 3, 4. Sharp. And then we go to the next one, number 3. They say, calculate the coordinates of the turning points. Calculate the coordinates of the turning point. Now, that's number 3. How do we get the turning point? Once we see the word turning point, we said starting from now, whether we're doing a parabolic function or we're doing a cubic function, we're going to differentiate. And then we're going to tell them we have f prime of x, which is going to be given as 3x squared minus what? Minus 16. Minus 16x. Minus 16x plus 5. Now, and then we tell them which is 0 is going to be equaling to 3x squared minus 16x plus 5. Now, from here, we can take Mr. Cation. I think Mr. Cation should give us the answer. Okay. We can use quadratic formula, which says x is going to be equaling to minus open bracket minus 16 plus minus root minus 16 whole squared minus 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 all over 2 into 3. What do you get as your x1? X is equal to 5. Okay, x is equal to 5. What do you get as your x2? 1 all over 3. Both of them positive. Okay, then the first thing that we are going to look for is f of, let's look at f of 5. What is going to be f of 5? Minus 36. Okay, so we'll write it here. F of 5. So how did we get 36? We said on the original equation, again, we're going to look for f of 5. Everywhere we see x, we put 5. And then you say we get what? 36, eh? Minus 36, okay? F of 1 all over 3.
400 over
400 all over 27. Okay, what is it as a decimal? 14,81, like this. Okay, then we can write the coordinates. We say with sub, we have 5, which goes with minus 36. And then we have 1 all over 3, which goes with, it goes with 400 all over 27. Okay, so here you have 400 all over 27. We're still fine. Let's go to the third question. It says, we should sketch the graph clearly indicating all intercept with the x-axis, the turning point. So they didn't say we should show the point of inflection, but we should show it. Let's say, what do we have then? What is the smallest x value that we can have? What is the biggest x value that you can have? So that this will guide us, how should be our scale? So we can say 1, 2, it's fine. 3, 4, 5, doesn't fit. No? If we do that, let's try. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have minus 1, minus 2, 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Okay, y value. What is the biggest y value that you can have? Minus 36. So what should we use here? If we use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, that is not working, guys. Okay, it's fine. So we have 13.
Use 4.
4 doesn't work. I'm still at, the biggest one is 36. So I'm at 30, 35. 5, 8, 12, 15. 6. I should use 6. Okay, based on what we have here, you are saying what I should use 6. No? So we have 6. We have minus 12. No? Minus 18. Minus 24. Minus 30. 30, okay. Minus 36. Okay, sure. And then here we are going to have 6. No? 12. No? 18. 24. Okay, sharp. Let's quickly draw this thing then. So we have the x-intercepts. We're going to start with the x-intercepts, and then we're going to highlight them with the different colors. So what do you have as your x-intercepts? You have minus 1. Okay, we come and highlight it there. We have 2. Okay, sharp highlight. We also have what? 7. So these are the x-intercept. Let's go to our y-intercept now. What is our y-intercept? It's 14. So it should be somewhere just above 12 here. Now, let's go to the turning points. What are going to be the turning points? Turning points. Give me the turning points. It's 5 is to minus 36. 5 goes with minus 36. So here's our 5. It goes with minus 36. Okay, here it is, this one. And then the other one you have 1 over 2 goes with 14. 14,31.
81.
81. So it's just above this point, okay? Okay, now what are we going to have here, guys? I usually say the turning points that they want to look at each other. And turning points, they are going to be looking at each other. So you're going to have one looking concave down like this. And then you're going to have another one looking concave up. This one can't look down because there's no one that is looking at. So they should be looking at each other. But now, if you want to make this thing a little bit better, you can always use your calculator. Your calculator can give you the shape. But from here, the shape is already there. So you go from here. X-intercept, Y-intercept, turning point, X-intercept, turning point. And then this is how your function is going to look like. C sharp. And then from here onwards, we go to the last question. What does the last question say?
F prime of x.
F prime of x is less than 0. Can I less than 0? We said what? Negative or positive? We want the gradient to be negative. Okay? Let's go and check where are we going to have a negative gradient. From our graph, it will be clear. You can clearly see which here, if I highlight this part here, this one is a positive gradient. Okay? This one is also what? A positive gradient. But look here. It forms a positive angle with the x-axis. If you look at this one, if you can check the angle that it forms with an x-axis here, it's negative. It's an obtuse. Okay? For the fact that it forms an obtuse angle with an x-axis, then it means which it's negative starting from here. Whatever the turning point is here, whatever the value of x of the turning point is, we have 1 all over 3. And then here you have what? 5. So we are going to say 1 all over 3 x, and x should be less than what? So x is going to be greater than 1 over 3, but x is going to be less than 5. And then we are done with this one.